Mike, what do you have here?
Lots and lots of hive beetles. This hive is not in full sun and is therefore more susceptible to these nasty little hive beetles. So they're hiding on the insulation to keep cool. This thermal treatment pushed them up and over and through, and now they're out in the sun, and we're going to put them in the sun out here. But there you go. There's heat treatment and hive beetles. If you don't know what they look like, here's a nice close-up view of them. Nasty.
They don't like the light. They're saying, I'm melting.
Let's put them in the sun. There's a nice sunshiny patch. Look at them run. They're like, get me out of here. So they may not be viable. I don't know how to test them to see if they're still viable or not. But they did survive the heat treatment coming out the top. Look at there's a whole cluster of them right there. Look at that. And I'd say this is pretty recent that they started showing up. Pretty cool. You get a twofer smushing them. Like the world's best game of whack-a-mole. See, the bees are hurting them. But where to, right? And they trick the bees. They'll stroke the bees' antenna to calm them, trick them into thinking that they're baby bees. Clearly they're not baby bees. But we're not going to stand for that. We're going to get rid of them. This is the worst one we've seen out here, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. This one, the mite count was only 8, I think.
Yeah.
But the hive beetles were quite a bit more.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
And they've not been treated, so it tells me that they didn't do as good a job guarding their entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out, ladies. Go. I wonder how many made it back to the other side now. Big old group there. Look at that. Watch out, ladies. They're not stinging you, are they?
No.
Yeah. See, they actually like the heat. This is something we don't always talk about, but the bees, it's like a sauna for them. They're like, ah. Look at that, that bee's attacking. I'm going to let go because it couldn't get through the shell. You could spend all day doing this manually, couldn't you?
Totally. There's some...
I might cook this hive again in a week or so after they've recovered, just to get the rest of it.
Yeah. Some of them did go up to the top.
Smarter and you get more survival instinct to send them through the hole and around the edges up to the top. And see, they're under the bees, and a lot of people say, okay, a healthy colony is your best defense against hive beetles. Not always. Very few things in beekeeping are 100%, and that's one of them is not 100%. There's a fairly well-known beekeeper. His name's Charles Linder, and he's an interesting guy, but he wrote a lengthy paper talking about how hive beetles can overwhelm even a healthy colony sometimes. When they arrive in sufficient numbers, you can have a healthy colony go from no hive beetles to hive beetles everywhere. But we don't want to give them a chance and put them back in the hive, so we'll keep messing around a little bit here.
They can't escape Mike's thumb.
That's right. Watch out, ladies. I'm just trying to help.